Week 6 in college football was full of upsets, but the ACC managed to avoid most of the chaos. Miami, Clemson, and Pitt remain the conference's top 3 teams, with some close calls and historical milestones shaping the rankings. Miami 6-0 to ACC. The Hurricanes mounted a 25-point comeback to beat Cal, keeping their undefeated season alive. Cam Ward led the team to a game-winning drive, aided by a controversial no-call on a targeting penalty. Miami stays at the top of the ACC power rankings heading into their bye week. Clemson 4-1, 3-0 ACC. Clemson dominated with 500 total yards of offense, as Dabo Swinney secured his 174th career win, surpassing Bobby Bowden for the most wins by an ACC coach. The Tigers are on track after their season-opening loss and will face Wake Forest next. Pitt 5-1 ACC. Pitt picked up its first-ever road win against North Carolina, defeating the Tar Heels 34-24. This victory earned the Panthers a spot in the national rankings as they prepare to host Cal in Week 7. SMU 5-1 to ACC. SMU's transition to the ACC is going smoothly, with a 34-27 win over ranked Louisville. The Mustangs' sole defeat this season came in a close match against BYU, positioning them as a potential contender in the conference. Virginia 4-1 ACC. Virginia surged 6 spots in the rankings after a 24-14 comeback win over Boston College. Outscoring BC 18-0 in the fourth quarter, the Cavaliers are off to their best start since 2019 and will face Louisville next. Syracuse 4-1, 1-1 ACC. Syracuse edged out number 23 UNLV in overtime, winning 44-41. Under new coach Fran Brown and led by Ohio State transfer QB Kyle McCord, the Orange are gaining momentum. Boston College 4-2 ACC. Boston College blew a 14-0 lead, allowing Virginia to come back and win. Despite the return of QB Thomas Castellanos, BC was shut out in the second half, dropping in the rankings with a bye week ahead. Louisville 3-2 ACC. After a hot start, Louisville has dropped 2 straight games, committing costly turnovers and losses to Notre Dame and SMU. They will look to bounce back against Virginia. Georgia Tech 4-2 ACC. The Yellow Jackets stopped their 2-game skid by beating previously undefeated Duke 14-0 in the fourth quarter. Georgia Tech is now poised for another road test against North Carolina. Duke 5-1 ACC fell to Georgia Tech, marking their first loss of the season. With bowl eligibility just 1 win away, they'll use their upcoming bye week to regroup and refocus. Virginia Tech 3-3 ACC. Virginia Tech rebounded from a tough stretch with an impressive 31-7 road victory against Stanford. The Hokies are showing potential as they head into their bye week. Cal 3-2 ACC. Cal has been competitive, losing 2 ACC games by a total of 6 points. They held a 35-10 lead against Miami but couldn't hold off a furious comeback. Cal will visit Pitt next. Wake Forest 2-3 ACC. Wake Forest snapped a 5-game conference losing streak by coming from behind to beat NC State on the road. They face number 11 Clemson in Week 7. Stanford 2-3 ACC. Stanford has struggled in conference play, most recently losing 31-7 to Virginia Tech. They'll face another tough opponent in number 12 Notre Dame next. NC State 3-3 ACC. The Wolfpack season went from bad to worse after losing their starting QB, Grayson McCall, in a narrow 34-30 loss to Wake Forest. They face Syracuse in Week 7. North Carolina 3-3 ACC. UNC is in a downward spiral after blowing a 10-point fourth-quarter lead to Pitt. With 3 straight losses, they'll try to regroup at home against Georgia Tech. Florida State 1-5 ACC. Florida State's offensive woes continue, as they have failed to gain 300 yards in 9 straight games. They head into a bye week with a lot to figure out.